My name is Mohammed. I explained some of this to you guys, some of you guys yesterday. So thank you for all taking the time. So this installation is going to run for 5 months. This material is made of oil and iron-based black pigment. So it's very, very messy. Now, in 3 days, the skin will start to dry. So it will become easier to handle, but I would still use gloves, for sure. So this system will have a button in the back for on-off. So what we're doing is we're keeping a record of daily, let's say, ritual. These machines, I'm going to discuss it with Candida, will have a certain runtime, maybe 3 hours, maybe from 4 until 7 only. But I'll ask Candida to let you know the exact runtime, because I think more than that, they're going to start to get a bit stuck. After a while, they start to get, like this one, for example. He's already having a hard time. See? So after a while, it's getting stuck in the... So we need to keep an eye on it. Whomever is watching this during the day from the volunteers, if they see it stuck, they need to push and just give it some time, or they can disconnect it. They can call you, you can disconnect it. It doesn't need to do a lot of work every day to leave a mark. 3 hours is enough. Once it's finished, after 3 hours, we're going to stop it, and we're going to start to remove the paper, only the paper, and we're going to place them here. So like here. This was a little test. So there's only 4 here, we need 5. So every day, 5. So the order can be this one first, and that one, and so on. And we're going to start from the top left corner, work all the way to the end. So we have around 800 days. 800 pages for 5 months. Every day, 5 pages. 5 pages. Now, inside these, there's a magnet. These are replacements. So I'm going to show you now. This is the process we're supposed to go through. Yeah, so I'm just going to show them how it works. So where do you see how dirty it is? So inside there's a frame with a magnet that's connected with epoxy, and then strings that are strung inside. So the strings might start to appear over the 5 months. When you want to, for some reason, disconnect this from the, just as I did, you hold this down and you pull this up. The magnet that is holding on this side is free. Can you see it? So when you want to push it back, it's very simple. Just bring it down, and it will connect. Same thing for these. So generally, this area should be metal-free, because if somebody puts a piece of metal here, the thing might fly out of this place. I'd like you to also now maybe try to replace it. It's a 2-man job. To replace the paper, one person is going to hold this and lift it, while the other person removes this paper and places another paper, and then drop it down. Doesn't have to be perfect. Let it be messy. Now, let's say in a month or 2, you start feeling like it's pushing too much upwards, or it's eroding too much. You can also feel free to do this, and then rotate. To keep the pressure changing every now and then. It's up to your discretion as you see the body stressing or anything like that, okay? And then just align it.
You will not do that daily also the body?
Up to you. You can do it every week. If we leave it like this, it's going to erode this way. Send me pictures on WhatsApp, we'll decide. Or we rotate. No problem. Those will stay, and those are replacements. So once we feel like we've gotten to this point, we'll put this here, move this, and it also has a magnet inside, so it's going to work right away.
Is there a specific position that you place them on?
We're going to tape them to the table, the paper.
Because these are white mouse.
These? Yes. No, there's no reason. It's just, we're counting, so
Where's the pattern come from?
one, it's like in prison when you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Number of days.
So this method of counting, we can't see beyond 4. So beyond 4, we need to start to count to have verification. So we're keeping track of the ritual. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth one is always different. 1, 2, 3, 4, and again like that. So I'm happy now if you want to try. This is done. I would like us now to place the first one there. I have gloves here.
Kayo, nag-try na kami kagabi. Try na kayo. Oo, kayo.
And I'd like to use these for the replacement, and then we'll bring it fresh.
Long.
Going forward.
2 person.
So this will stay like this until it shows up.
So these will be here as soon as we take these out.
So first thing, of course, there's no switch right now, but let's do it properly. I'll do it like this. So right now they're all on. So see, this one's stuck. It needs. So right now I'm going to. So who is trying?
First, you need to switch it off.
So now we switched it off. Before you start, I would just make everything flat. Do that. And now you can work in 2 teams and just hold it to get like from here. So I would also not place it on the table because we don't know if it's dirty at the bottom or something. Yes. Usually it's from here. Replacement. But now we can use that, yes.
Mas lalagay siya sa wall.
And don't forget the distance between them, yes?
Yeah, continue.
I'm gonna try to remove this one.
You want it? Yeah, try. But your hands will get dirty. So I would just hold this. Yeah, break it. You want fresh gloves? That's perfect. This is the extra stock. So I would try to finish all these. So you have one paper and you bring.
Record. Sige. As you can see.
Seems to be a handmade paper.
Hot from the Himalayas. No, it's from the Himalayas.
Nepal.
Malay. Sige, lagyan mo ng agwa.
You guys are good.
A little bit closer, just a little bit closer, because they need another 3.
One sim.
You like one sometimes.
That's it.
Yan, sige bro.
Sino lang pa-try mo dyan?
I think the best way to think of it is one person without journey alone.
Boris That's good. A little bit out. You know, you did already 3. Think about the distance, reading it out. Yes, excellent. Yes, so you, yeah. Apat lang yan. Hindi namin na-kompleto ka.
Sa kabila ka na bro.
So the idea is that the person who lifts this, from the moment you lift, don't touch the paper. That's all. And then the other person who moves it up, the one takes it up. This exhibition will be working. Will be working. Basta konti, ligimik eh.
Atras mo ko.
It's difficult for you to see. A little bit out.
Yan.
Fine. Yes. Now, you take one paper. Isa pa.
Ano yun lang?
Hinako mo na eh.
Magastos sa glove.
Kala ko ano lang, apat lang.
Oo, hindi pa naman padalas. Wala pa kasi kagabi yung isang makina.
Now, for any reason you get some of the black
Wala pa
on the
mo
table,
yan.
the best way is a dry, no water, it's oil based. It's nothing's gonna fix it. It's just you're gonna have to
Okay na Sam.
Ano mo ngayon?
Amazing. And then, so it is the end of the 3 hours. It stays like this. Next day, at 4 o'clock, somebody turns it on, works for 3 hours, and then we come back, turn it off, and do this.
So most likely will be the most.
Depends on the artwork is about counting ritual practice. How the more we do something like a rosary, you know how you count prayer over and over again. So the more you count, or the more you repeat a ritual, you start to need to count. So if I told you to look at these 4 blocks on the table, Without counting, you know there's 4. You can see 4. Now when we get to 5, 6, 7, 8, we no longer can see. We have to start to count. So the idea is the more we do a ritual, the irony is, the more we need proof. That's the simple explanation.
Repetition of the process.
Repetition of a prayer, of a ceremony. The more you do it, it starts to require, you can't just have blind belief, you start to need proof. And this is how counting began, this idea of symbols, 4, 5, grouping into symbols that become easy to recognize. So the idea is the wall, once it's full of this 5-month ritual, we no longer can see how much we've done. It loses its meaning. I would remove it completely like that.
Tulak mo lang.
Hindi siya bumababa eh. Bumabalik siya.
Yung magnet.
But basically it's proof. It's meant to be no touching. I have one extra one, but it doesn't have a magnet inside it. It's just give it to you if you want to. So I'm not going to take it.
The extra one with
Olive oil.
with a plastic yes, with a thing like that.
Dartek.
Cellophane.
Dartek plastic. Dartek.
The kitchen. I know.
Film strip.
So I would like just to cover so it doesn't dry out. So that's what I don't want to dry out.
Stretch film.
Pero wala tayong doon.
Meron.
Perfect.
Hindi yung Dartek na sinasabi ko.
But at least it can be an aesthetic replacement. It's one of the functions of the service.
Ang tanong,
Olive oil.
10 ba sila gagana sa isang araw?
But if there's a problem, I can make it.
Pwede yan 3 hours extra.
Peak hours lang dapat daw ito pagganahin.
3 hours lang daw.
And we'll see how this evolves.
Depende pa yun. Yung gusto niya ganun.
Pwede, 3 hours.
Tayo nga, Hindi yung machine yung maano kasi.
Kung pahinga na to, kabila na naman.
Wala atang machine dyan? Wala yan. Yan yung pamalit natin. Display lang yan dyan.
In case itong bibigay talaga dito kapag continuous ng alas 9 hanggang magsarado. Ito
Kailangan bantayan dito pala. Monitoring din to.
Nagugupit.
Trabaho tayo.
Magupit.
Cool.
We're all going to be friends at the end of 5 months.
Yeah.
Or enemies, I'm not sure. This guy.
This guy keep you working.
I mean, we do it on the 28th, and then the 29th, we do the first replacement, and I can come and you guys can do it, and we can do it again. And it should be good.
Good.
Go, Boris. Go, Boris. Good. So the paper is now stuck. So it's a bit. So if this moves or something, you can just put it back. Put it back again with gloves. It's almost dry, but I wouldn't trust it. Why did you prefer this paper? What this? Just something with texture that will smooth a lot. Give it a bit of friction.
Maganda yung papel
Cotton.
Good paper.
It's nice, right? I know it's a waste of paper. I feel bad.
But you can rarely see some paper like this. It's good.
This one, it's really
Yeah.
nice. It's all about the paper. So thank you guys. Pleasure.
Thank you.
One last thing, just in case some of the other paper is too soft and it moves in a weird way. We have some metal here, so we can put some magnets, which I can also
Provide.
No? So we can put any kind of magnet, but I didn't want to put it now because I'm worried it'll just go. For now, we don't need it. Cool?
Good.
It's cool, cool, cool. Interesting.
Thank you. Yes. Oh, and that's the.
Yung lahat. Ganun lang yun.